Hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome to Disco Elysium. Pretty much everything I know about this game is just that it is supposedly a fairly good RPG, with a lot of skill checks and a way to kind of build out your character's backstory. I don't really know much about it, other than the fact that I think you play as a detective who has recently lost his memory, so he's an amnesiac. And then through the way you answer questions and stuff, you can kind of set up his type of personality and things along those lines. Outside of that, I don't know anything about like combat, difficulty, and what's involved. I know nothing about the story. I honestly kind of avoided it up until this point. So I hope that you're excited as I am to get started. I've heard lots of good things, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so I can create my own character, or just play it with a specific archetype. I'll create my own, see how that goes. Man, this text is large. Raw brain power, how smart you are. I would like to be high up, please. Is it normal for this to be slightly blurry on the edges? I'm not quite sure at the moment. So, motorics, your senses and how agile you are. Physique, your musculature, how strong you are. Okay, I want to be smart. Psyche at 3 seems okay. I can be slightly weak, I'm okay with that. How about, like, super, relatively smart, emotionally intelligent, and I can get around things. I don't know, I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, no idea what I'm looking at here. Signature skills. Oh, there's a lot of information here. A lot to read. Nice. Okay. So logic is intellectual power. You deduce the world, which means it's cool for an analyst. I don't know. I was gonna say analysis. Pure rationalists and obviously logicians. Logic urges you to analyze the living daylights out of the case. It enables you to piece evidence together, detect inconsistencies in statements, and impress everyone with your astonishing conclusions. It's the bread and butter of many a detective. At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud, and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. For those blinded by their own brilliance, often miss important clues. With low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzle. Even if you find the pieces, good luck putting them together. Well, logic seems like... Oh, okay, this sets everything. Okay, I see. All of the choices I made sets everything to this level, which is interesting and nice. Okay. So, encyclopedia... I guess it's lore. This is cool. Let me read this. Produce fascinating trivia. Cool for thinkers, historians, and trivia freaks. The encyclopedia makes you a know-it-all, turning your mind into a database of facts. It enables you to draw on these facts innately, offering a wealth of background knowledge to all things related and unrelated to your case. Who knows when the history of cigarette brands will provide a breakthrough that you need to arrest a murderer, or when knowledge of pre-revolutionary guns might save a life. At high levels, Encyclopedia shares this wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. While it may give you crucial breakthroughs, it more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits. With low levels of Encyclopedia, though, you'll be forced to work with only the clues in front of you. Without any background knowledge, copying is going to be tough stuff. I honestly might swap Psyche with something else. I'm just looking at some of this other stuff. Because I think Psyche is how you do charisma and persuasion. Rhetoric, it's cool for... What is this? Oh, okay. Intellect is good for persuasion. That's good information. It's cool for ideologues. Yeah, ideologues, conversationalists, and would-be politicians. Rhetoric urges you to debate, make intellectual discourse, and nitpick and win. It enables you to break down arguments and hear what people are really saying. You'll spot fallacies as soon as they're used. What exactly did the waiter leave out of their testimony? What was the dancer trying to divert you from? Was that double entendre intended, or did you just get an accidental lead? I guess I'm gonna have to look out for these things. Oh no. At high levels, rhetoric will make you an impressively political beast, one whose beliefs are impenetrable. Which is to say, one whose mind will not change and one who will calcify. Well, it's important to take in new information and other points of view, but okay. With low rhetoric, though, you'll have a hard time of shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nigh impossible. Drama. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Nice. It's cool for undercover cops, thespians of the stage, and psychopaths. Drama urges you to treat the world as a stage, and on it, to perform. It enables you to lie, to concoct the most elaborate and wonderful stories, to take on the ingenious personas, and perform acts of stagecraft in an entertaining amalgam of forbery and deceit. As well, it enables you to see through would-be actors and their false antics. If they lie, you'll know immediately. At high levels, drama may render you an insufferable thespian, one prone to hysterics and bouts of paranoia. For to know the world is a stage is to know that truth is a vanity. However, with low drama, you cannot lie, or discern when others lie. And a cop who can't do either is a cop who's going to be lying 6 feet under. Conceptualization. Understand creativity and see art in the world. Honestly, cool for creatives, psychedelic fanciers, and critics. Conceptualization has a special role it wants you to play in this world. Not the role of a cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, delve into world concepts from Jan Karp's postmodernist carpery to Revachul's arabesque architectural style. Dideri-dada. Okay, don't. I've never seen that word before in my life. And even the concept of hardcore. And then, importantly, to add your own contribution to these works. At high levels, conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. It is ostentatious, demanding grand displays. Why live life when you can throw yourself into a live volcano? At low levels, however, you will be unable to see the world in a creative light. You'll be unable to contribute to conversations in an art gallery. Only boring people will invite you to their dust parties. That's me in real life. It's a low conceptualization, apparently. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime scenes. Ooh, make laws of physics work for the law. Cool for forensic scientists, tactical fighters, and math-minded people. Visual calculus versus you not only in the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. It enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. You'll see how a bullet shattered the glass, and from that trace its trajectory with mathematical precision. You'll also count so many footprints, and at a glance, discern shoe size and design, as well as the height, weight, and gender of the one who wore them. Ooh, that's very helpful. At high level, visual calculus makes the world reveals its secrets to you, but you may be so absorbed in your mind diorama that you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. However, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind. Reconstruction of crime scenes will be difficult without outside help. Okay. So intellect is your capacity to reason. Does it give a bonus? Okay, so your psyche is your power to influence yourself and others. So volition, hold yourself together and keep your morale up. Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. Okay, well, everyone should get high scores in this, hopefully. Volition urges you to be the good guy, to others and to yourself, and enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the 2 health pools in the game. At high level, Volition makes you hyper-sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, however, you'll have little morale. Without it, you'll be a profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. Okay, yeah. Ooh, Psyche at 3 seems decent though, right? Inland Empire. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. This is cool for dreamers, the paranatural investigators, and mental creators. Speaking of paranatural, I don't know how realistic this game is either. I don't know the setting. I think it's like vaguely cyberpunky, I think. I could be entirely wrong. But yeah, like I said, I know nothing basically about this game other than my guy is a drunk amnesiac. So I'm sure we'll see and find out. So Inland Empire is the unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which sight cannot see. What's really going on? It's missing a word there. What do these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your You'll have conversations with your clothing. Conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low inland empire, however, you'll be void of imagination and character. And then how will you shape the cosmos? Okay, sure, that's a little weird. Empathy. Understand others and work on your mirror neurons. Funny how they reference that. I think I just heard about that in Prey. This is cool for judges of character, interviewers, and interrogators. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss. Perhaps a hidden sadness you could coax out of a little more. A strange joy from someone who should be bereaved. Or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls to relieve their angers, and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainly beast, unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. Authority. Intimidate the public and assert yourself. This is cool for leaders and experts of psychological warfare and respect junkies. Authority urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. It enables you to understand the power dynamics of groups of thugs, know how far you can push a perpetrator, and how to establish control of situations. At high levels, authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. With low authority, however, you're forever in awkward situations, like when you suffer psychological breakdowns after you yell at teenagers and they laugh at you. Fair enough. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. I have no idea. This is cool for cops and cop aficionados and pretend cops. Esprit de corps is the very spirit of policing, the copgeist. It enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take the bullet for your partner. However, without esprit de corps, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations, and that those remarks might just save your life. Suggestion? Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. Suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think that they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the mind of others. You can incept them, yes? You can make the citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other too. Many crime rings have been broken by just a little doubt, after all. At high level, suggestion makes you affable to everyone, and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy. And you'll know it, even if no one else does. With low levels of suggestion, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone, both during the day and at night. Physique. How well your body is built. Well, apparently it's gonna be quite low. Endurance. Take the blows. Don't let the world kill you. I'm gonna have very low HP. This is cool for fighters who can take a hit, lookouts who don't sleep, and human batteries. Endurance is your metabolism and circulatory system. It improves your health, one of the 2 health pools in the game. It enables to survive being a cop. Who cares if you can't aim a gun if you can take a few bullets? Why be afraid of drugs that hurt your health if you're a very, very healthy man? At high levels, endurance enables you to take a few knocks to the head, enjoy a greater quantity of drugs, and shake off a few cardiac arrests. It makes you a powerful man who looks down on the weaklings who can't keep up. However, cops with low endurance are likely to struggle. The body is frail already, and the flesh of a cop will often be tested. And if it doesn't pass, it dies. Pain threshold. Shrug off the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Cool for unstoppable fighters, guys who don't die, and masochists. Pain threshold ignores damage so you can push on, bloodied and crawling to the bitterest end. It enables you to negate damage you would otherwise take, even mental pain, heartache, and loneliness. I guess that's a thing that I will have to worry about, because it keeps talking about finding partners, etc., etc. In fact, these things can become a thrill you seek out and perversely revel in. At high levels, pain threshold turns in on itself in seriously unhealthy ways, with full-on self-destructive behavior. With a low pain threshold, however, you will suffer too easily. Even the slap from a teenager will make you whine and complain. Physical instrument. Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. This is cool for muscle men, bare-knuckle brawlers, and gym teachers. Physical instrument is not only your muscles and your skeleton, it is your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, and knockout punches and 360-degree spin kicks. It's a one-size-fits-all solution to thriving and surviving in a physical world. At high levels, physical instrument breaks doors, chains, and bones, and it makes you laugh at the namby-pansies who can't. You'll be manned up, encouraging others to curl iron until they're manned up too. At low levels, however, you'll have a hard time arresting anyone who isn't infirm or already dead. Indeed, engaging in physical confrontations could leave you in either state. That's something to be worried about. Electrochemistry. Go to Party Planet. Love and be loved by drugs. I'm going to do my best to avoid the drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Cool for high flyers, party enthusiasts, and cops who need lightning. Electrochemistry is the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. It enables you to take drugs with fewer negative side effects. It also enables you to better investigate lurid matters. If you need to understand a chemical breakdown, then talk to someone who's blasted out of their mind or understands sexual dynamics, electrochemistry is there to guide you. At high levels, electrochemistry makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure, an unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and a plastic bendy straw in either hand. But with low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. Shivers! Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. I guess this would be street smarts, your spidey sense, essentially. This is cool for city lovers, the wisest of the streetwise, the genuinely supernatural. Shivers come when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. It enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It is a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time, scenes across the city happen in front of you. But who is speaking to you? At high levels, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With low shivers, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? Half light. That's a kind of freaky looking face. Let the body take control. Threaten people. This is cool for high-strung investigators. Shoot now and ask questions later, cops. Surprise haters. Half-light is your fight or flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you to act before it's too late to act ever again. Fear that makes you frighten others. It is the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of the witness. At high levels, half-light makes you ultra-attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your own shadow or of someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready, always, to pounce and physically interrogate passers-by. At low levels, however, you'll find your survival instinct is lacking, and your methods limp-wristed. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Motorics, how well you move your body. Ready, aim, fire. This is cool for trick shooters, snipers, and jugglers. Hand-eye coordination loves the interactions between you and things that fly in the air. It enables you to catch coins from mob bosses, shoot straight, and understand firearms intimately. Want to know the precise make and mark of a pistol? Hand-eye coordination's got you. Want to shoot someone with it? Ditto. At high levels, hand-eye coordination makes you deadly, supposing you've got a weapon in your hand. But once you do, hand-eye coordination will compel you to take the shot, even if it's not the best approach. Oh. At low levels, however, you'll be even more of a disaster in waiting, because when the guns go off, and they always do, you'll probably hit the wrong target. Oh no. At least I'm like average at it. Perception. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Cool for fine detail detectives, sensualists, and urban scavengers. Perception wants you to be open to the world, with eyes, ears, and nose working at full capacity. It enables you to take in what others don't notice. The little wad of bills hidden away in the sugar bowl, the odor of a perp hiding beneath the floorboards, the gulp of a suspect after claiming they've nothing to hide. At high levels, perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you are going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see, hear, or smell. Reaction speed. The quickest to react, an untouchable man. This is cool for shot dodgers, thinkers on their feet, and pinball heads. Reaction speed is the agility of your body and mind. It is instinct. It enables you to dodge punches, knives, bullets, also sucker punches of the verbal kind. You'll be more streetwise, never lost for words or lacking a witty comeback. Your mental alacrity lets you to connect little details on the fly, working in tandem with your intellect skills. Ooh, okay. At high levels, reaction speed makes your twitch reflex freakishly good. However, when your body acts before your mind, innocent situations can turn bad fast. You're high-strung, overtly alert. And at low levels, though, you won't be the one shooting first, which probably means you won't be shooting at all. Savoir-faire. That's a creepy photo as well. Sneak under their noses. Stun with immense panache. So this is the stealth skill. This is cool for acrobats, thieves, and unbearable show-offs. Savoir-faire urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco. Slip by others in samurai boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. It enables you to move with silent footsteps, to groove to a good beat, and to lift useful evidence off perps without them noticing. It also makes you a cooler cop, whose athletic flair will certainly impress the citizenry. At high level, savoir-faire will make you the king of cool, which is as much as say the most stylish douchebag in Revachol. Nobody will see you until you're ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, feckless cop, unable to catch a pair of keys thrown by your partner without losing an eye. Interfacing. I guess this is the hacking and repair. Master machines. Pick locks and pockets. Okay. This is cool for machinists, tinkerers, and instrument players. Interfacing wants you to connect to machines, to use and improve them, because that makes you a better human organism. It enables you to understand interactions with machines, be that how to repair the motor of a Kanema motor carriage, how to analyze the way the suspect used a pen, or how to refigure electrical circuits. It even lets you steal keys off a keyring without being noticed. At high levels, interfacing will isolate you from society. Why bother with people when you can talk to machines? And why bother with things like money when you can just pocket that display sandwich? At low levels, however, you will have a crucial part of the world cut off from you. People use machines to commit crimes all the time. And if you can't understand how a crime was accomplished, how can you solve it? Composure. Straighten your back. Keep your poker face. This is cool for card players, military fetishists, and cool people. Composure wants you to not crack, or at least it wants you not to crack in front of other people. It enables you to put up a strong front, keeps your emotions hidden from the world, and helps you to read the body language of others, to sense the cracks in their own composure. As well, it keeps you looking good while you do it. You'll rock that disco outfit a lot more if you don't slouch. At high levels, composure makes you tuck your gut in and maintain a stern expression. Even lying in bed, late night when no one else can see you, you'll have to keep it up. You'll never be able to stop. With low composure, though, you'll always be the first to crack. Every cop's got a point when all that fear and rage comes spilling out, and the ones who unleash it don't stay on the force much longer. Perhaps worse still, you won't even make the ranks of fashion police. Okay, cool. It says to set a skill, though. I don't quite understand what they mean by that. So this is all done. What am I setting? So basically I have to build up these. Set signature. Mark selected skill as a signature. How many can I set as a signature? That is kind of a thing I want to ask. I thought I had access to all of this, but now it looks like I actually have to set it. I think persuasion is kind of the way to go. But that boosts me to 5. And if it boosts me to 5, that makes me unchangeable, and I can't change opinions, which is a bit too much, I think. Empathy. Seeing social cues might be good. Suggestion might be good as well. I don't really want to be slimy, but, you know. Or perception. Empathy. I'm just thinking because this boosted everything in here though. In the end, I'm still a detective, right? Let me go back. Yeah, so I'm still a detective. I would like to unset, please. So being able to perceive everything is probably the way to go. I'm thinking this or like drama's pretty good, but I've already got high intellect. I'm leaning towards either empathy or perception. Judges of character, interviewers, perception. I'm kind of going for a charismatic character, but I also want to be able to see like all the details. I'm just hoping that I'll still be able to see the details as a player, and that like maybe just having high perception will just highlight it or something. So I'm gonna roll with empathy. I don't think that worked. I don't think that gave me empathy like I wanted. Okay, maybe I'll just have way too much rhetoric. Alright.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I'm actually going to quickly roll back and pick empathy. Okay, we're back. I just selected empathy just to be sure with the build I wanted. I didn't want to get locked into the full rhetoric.
Ever.
Okay.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
I'll simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
I'm gonna go with, I want to get off now. I like pain and, okay, maybe not pain, but burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. No, but I feel like staying in the void is not the best choice. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Sure. Whoa, what the?
Apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Huh. What did I do? I guess I'm blackout drunk or something?
Yes, your one disco mother.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Tell me, what's waiting for me?
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Are you saying humans on Earth? Is this what the implication is?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
Yes, it's humans fighting on Earth. Got it. How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
And this duking it out that I keep hearing about, what is that?
Vying for resources.
Oh, I see, okay.
It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That does sound sad.
Yes, it is. and you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
I'm going to assume he means an alcohol.
You lost.
Oh.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Sure. I'm just in my underwear. Lovely, lovely. Is that a tie on the fan? Alright. I am not in good shape. Nope. Not doing well. What is that? What the hell is that image? Okay. This is my character sheet. I cannot level up yet. I'm in my tidy whities. Take that, please. Okay, he automatically put it on.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Let me fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Good. Can I
The window
look at...
stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus. Easy 9. Assess the damage. This is a white check. You may retry it. Okay, so white checks you can fail and then redo. Gives you a percentage chance of success. Let me look outside
the
first.
morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
Okay, so what did
More
this then?
likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Let's assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Well, based on this, it could be like a ball, right?
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner.
Oh.
Which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Fair enough. I'm completely wrong.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Oh, well done.
Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
It's possible. Logic, medium. This person also forced the drink. I mean, not likely, but you know. I should get the shoe.
Wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay. So I guess I just got myself a side quest to get my shoe. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Hold tab to highlight. Oh, okay. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Well, that sucks. Give me that. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Okay, so I can actually control with WASD as well. Is there a thing I can do with it? Can I put this on... Okay, empty cassette case. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Antenier's single smallest church in St. Saëns must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Okay, interesting, but... Sure. I'll take that shoe. Green shoe for my left foot. Lovely, lovely. Can I get my tie without hurting myself?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Let's turn the fan off.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Yeah, I hope so.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The switch must be broken because
What?
nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping to, you know, keep the air flowing, but apparently not. Is that a shirt? Yes. I really hope I can dress myself a bit better than this later. Because this is horrifying. What is this? Another shirt? Sure, an undershirt. Even better. Look at that. I look almost presentable. Let's pretend the water is not, urine colored or anything. What is this?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Lovely.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Let's wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
What? Let me touch it first,
Yeah,
then.
there is definitely something wrong with it.
Like what? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry. Touch my nose.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Okay, at least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm gonna wipe the mirror.
Behold.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I am not in good shape.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I mean, this is the logical answer, the late-stage alcoholic, but I kind of want to be an optimist. I'm going to be a
Appears
superstar.
You're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
It's because I'm a
Please
superstar.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do. I'm going to keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
A superstar. I kind of want to just commit. I really kind of want to commit to that. It's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. I don't know, man. You really need to clean up a little bit. I'm
You should check yourself
superstar.
for a pulse. Superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive. For now.
It's impossible to stop the expression from happening. Well, this is a white check. I can keep retrying it as often as I like. So, dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Oh, failure. Okay, I can't actually keep trying it over and over. I have to put skill points to open the check. 3% chance. Totally can do it.
It's too late.
Nope.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of like, if I never actually wipe the mirror, would I have been stuck with quote-unquote the expression or no? I feel like the expression would still be on my face no matter what, right? I'm just gonna leave it for now. Can I take a shower? Nope. No showers allowed. What is that? I'm just not allowed through? Okay, right click lets me look around, but Intriguing. Let's go outside and stop stumbling around, please, sir. I don't even know my own name. Sale Cité, not available. Oh, hello. I see a lady over there. I don't want to scare her too much with my horrible face. There's something on the table. Okay, but what was it? Money! I feel like I just stole someone's payment, but that's fine. Was this... calendar? Yes, give me a date. March 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
This is Klaj Miss Orange Disco Dancer.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep walking. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Then why'd you call me
Because
officer?
you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
What the hell is this? I can immediately try the expression on her and flirt. Maybe not now. Maybe when I'm higher than 17% chance, yeah? Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Possible. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Fair enough. I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Okay, back to your room then.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask
reaction speed.
questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? How'd I forget everything?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Ostentatious orchestrations?
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on. This is the optimist approach.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
Slow, sad songs started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
It's nice that I had this cassette tape with me, because now I can show her. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Saëns.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
And then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No. It didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured based on the skill, the key skills that we saw earlier.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me? Okay, so it's the capital of the world. Zones of control, and then there's a world revolution. Okay. So this is like a dystopia well, maybe not post-apocalyptic, but it's definitely a dystopia. Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Okay. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
Thank you. So, Miss Oranje disco dancer. What century?
Current century.
That's not helpful.
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's
You're
so
right.
funny?
There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay, you
Glad
can
to
go
have
now.
Been of assistance.
Wow, that's sachet though. Interesting. I'm gonna look at your cigarette butts. Nice long stub in the ashtray, still smoking. Okay. It's not like I'm gonna pick it up or anything, right? That'd be kind of weird. Let's see if I can get myself the, oh. I just want to get, oh yes, I just want to get my shoe back. What is this? Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Okay, good to know. What's this? Gust of briny wind washes over you. Gimme.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Fair enough. Kind of brutal, but okay. I just quick saved. Okay, that's good to know. What's the autosave looking like? There's no autosave. Alright, good to know. Can I knock on this neighbor? Nope, cannot. Can I annoy this neighbor again? Let me quick save and see. I'm gonna try this. Let me try the 17%.
You hear the shower being turned. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness.
The door does not care. Still no answer. Still. This door can still.
Okay.
The door is closed.
That was entertaining, but alright, what's this? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe de Monde. Can I read it? No. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but try the stairs. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm all the way on this side. Cool. Is this going to send me outside? I don't really want to go outside. Summer door closed for the winter. Fair enough. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic is just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Sure, my soul's immense.
And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. Am I just gonna go and commit hard to the superstar thing?
Who
I
is
am.
mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes down to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestrations folks.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Fair enough. I'm just picking up random side quests from my inner monologue, apparently. Let's read this before talking to this person. This is a menu. Only the word Monday is written on the menu, and it has been wiped clean. Okay, I've got two things. Water cooler, large bubbles rising to the surface. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in man's handwriting. Okay. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. I doubt I'll be allowed into the back of house. The door is bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Okay. Let's chat with this dude.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
I sense you're not a fan of mine. That might be a bit direct. Let's look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Great, I'm in the Insulindian Isola.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Can I look at the bird again and then go back to those options?
A competent word looks like this is the great something about it makes you
What
feel
happened to the bird?
Your buddy.
Oh, he just doesn't want to talk to me.
He pretends.
I'm gonna try the last one.
This is the something about it.
Look, your
Yeah,
why don't
okay.
you go and
He pretends not to hear.
He just doesn't want to talk to me.
Concentrating on the bird instead.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things?
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
This is kind of rude. What's
I
the
have
difference?
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Well, where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know...
No.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just... What?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it. No, I'm not the bartender.
You look like a
That
bartender.
period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. Something's up with Sylvie. What is this? What? No, Nosafed for health. Thank you for your generous donation. What's going on over here? A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 4 p.m. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Okay, well, let's talk to the lady in the wheelchair. See what she has for me.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello, Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, she nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Alright, no one wants to talk to me except for this guy. Let's see what he has for me then. Hello, buddy, apparently.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
This is Kim Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Wait, this seems like a first introduction, though. Is he actually my half-brother? Or is it because we're part of the police force? I guess we'll find out. It could be a figure of speech. It could be literal.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
72%.
Raphael Ambrosius
I failed.
Cousteau.
It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious.
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
Oh no. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
Great, I'm already off to a great start with him.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Nod to the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him. I like... Okay, so far I really like that it is referencing things that I have already done. Like the cassette tape I had on my inventory, and the fact that I had just spoken with the cafeteria manager. It's good. I enjoyed that stuff.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Okay, so the scene is out back. Based on what the cafeteria manager just told me, I can infer that there was a murder, and in this case, the murder scene is probably out in the back. Got it.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I want to say I have, but no, because I have no idea. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I kind of want to be like, yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. That might be a bit odd to say. I can't in good faith say that I have, so I'm probably going to just say I haven't done it. I don't know how, if this is going to like lock me into a weird situation with this guy, or if I'm free to continue exploring my dialogue options. I guess this early in the game is the best way to test it out. So I'm going to just say, yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
Okay, yeah, okay. He just disregarded me. I have not.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still In the tree.
Hey, we need to case the crime scene, right? And investigate what went on. Yeah, let's go with that. Apparently I've been here for 3 days. I've done nothing, according to the cafeteria manager, so...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Oh no.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I'm gonna go and be honest. I'm just gonna say I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Okay. How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Fair enough.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat Squad?
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
Fair enough. You said insignia, these white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West.
Okay.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Yeah, but shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check my pockets. Did I just not check my pockets the entire time?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Oh, I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge. It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
True.
But first, we have to take it down.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's
To you,
roll.
officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's talk to our new partner here.
Yes?
Yes? Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now, this seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything, because I've forgotten everything, just so you know.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes, please, brief. Yes, that does sound good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Oh no.
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
So this is the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. Makes sense. The hostel's above and the cafeteria is below.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay. The briefing doesn't say who it was? I'm told a security guard, right?
A security guard,
Yeah.
a worker of some sort, hired by Wellpines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Okay, and who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Yeah, why hide themselves then?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
I guess we should already know that, shouldn't we?
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
And let me just make this perfectly clear then. Our job here is to find the killer?
That's right.
Ooh, there was apparently a secret task here. Fair enough. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. I guess we are going to find confirmation about whether or not that's a thing.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Oh, possibly impossible. Are you sure? I think something is already happening.
No, something isn't happening. Because it's not part of reality.
So
Okay.
desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
Okay. Can we go over the preliminary info?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No.
There's no reason to wing anything. 3 days ago...
Oh,
the
he's gonna
RCM
go over it
emerged.
again?
During
Same
that
dialogue?
time,
Okay.
The victim had... Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Let's say if it's mysterious.
No, it's not a... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
I'm making him a pervert. Are you sure there's no sex angle we could be considering? Maybe there's a young woman involved.
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful, blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Well, it doesn't have to be murder. It can just be sex.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is a murder investigation. But we digress.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
I just need to find some way to mess him up, apparently.
No.
I'm just gonna keep
The
going for the
deceased
dialogue
is a
options for
security
this.
guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute.
If I
There
go
was
here
some
again...
interest in this. Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
That's mega sick. You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
Extremely.
It can still be an other... He's basically challenging you.
No. The deceased is a security
white
guard
male
for
in
a
his 40s. What
corporation
more do you need?
involved- I'm relieved that you agree.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say something.
Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason.
What is a crossword? That's just like the dumb approach. I know exactly what you mean, actually.
It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid. No, the deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved
Personally,
in a
I think labor disputes are very
It doesn't take it when
mysterious.
you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Wait, so is this a strike or an attempted coup?
Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
You
Sure.
feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
We should ground the workers into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. We should ground the owners into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. With this little foreknowledge, I am unsure which side to grind into pig's feed. The decision must ferment in me. Also, nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side into pig's feed will do anyone favors. I am really, really smart. I spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig feed. Why?
Politics is habit-forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
No, I'm good. 17%, extremely low. I need to convince Kim that there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. I have to do it.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should
Unfortunate.
be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Sadly, I need to put points into Inland Empire to try that again. I also lost some mentality, I think. Morale. Okay. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Yeah, let's be honest with him.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on? Probably the task at hand.
Try work, the case at hand.
Yep.
It can work miracles.
That's what I thought. What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
That's fair, though. It's not something you really... It's not likely to happen. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You don't look like other people around here. Yeah, that's a bit... Blunt. Let's put it that way.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter.
What's
My
Seol?
father's
Okay.
father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seol?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seol is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seol.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seol. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Revacholier, okay. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Why would I want to insult him for wearing glasses? That's like extremely rude for no reason. I'm just observing.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
Correct. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Let's try again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do
I like
with
how we're just
the
glaring at
lieutenant's
each other here.
eyebrow.
What's happening to
Something
me?
the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Oh, I don't have enough authority to do it. Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. Nod respectfully.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The
Fair enough.
lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That's all for now, then.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you seem to be following me. Yes, because he's your partner, and he's your companion in this section of the game.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work this case alone?
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
What if I need some me time? He's not gonna stare at you 24/7, dude. I have to say it. Like, these are like just some funny prompts. I have to do it.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking.
Fair enough. Alright, that exhausts our conversation options with the lovely lieutenant. Let's chat with this lady now that we've actually talked to our partner in crime.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
She's an old lady. Maybe don't flirt with her immediately. Well, actually, to be fair, I don't know for sure.
Why, you are, officer.
Yeah, it's elderly woman, yeah. Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Wink, maybe I have. I had once, winked twice, but then I lost her. Let's be honest, for the hell of it. Maybe don't trauma dump, but it is what it is.
What was with that fucking wink?
Yeah, let's stop winking. Tap yourself on the side of your head to correct the malfunction.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry.
Oh. She smiles gently, paying no heed to the inexplicable winking.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. Yes. How'd you like to roll with me? I have to go with this. It's the best pun.
Whatever do you mean?
I need you to be my oracle, okay? I need you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses and catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Also, we know nothing about this woman. We're literally just inviting some senior to join our investigation.
Perhaps another time.
She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. She just seems lonely, though. I kind of want to, like, you know, be nice to her. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you fight in a war? What's with this random assumption? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. I kind of want to go with this, but this is an option.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Mountaineer, tightrope walker. I mean, line of duty generally implies military and or police as well. Mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company.
Okay, fair enough.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
I'm sorry to hear that, miss.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
True. She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention it. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world, something like that.
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies her expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Okay, I just got a kind green ape pen. Nice.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
Well, I only know that because I read a newspaper clipping.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
This I actually have no information about right now. Government intelligent machines. I'm thinking none of these are accurate. I'm gonna... I mean, it sounds like this is like war-torn warlords, various cities vying for power, like that type of deal. And then we've got like the militia kind of keeping the peace in the best way possible. It's kind of Wild Westy, isn't it? Radios. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. COP. We are living under the COP regime. I'm just gonna hope for some type of democracy, hopefully?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Meaning, buying is voting.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
You want to elaborate on the revolution?
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
I wonder if I had actually, done more research, talked around a bit more before getting into this pop quiz with this lady, if I would have gotten more rewards. I mean, I did get the one, like the pen. I'm just kind of curious to know if there's anything else she could have given me or would have given me. But oh well, that's kind of the joys of a blind playthrough.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I kind of get it. There was basically a rebellion or revolution that's flared up and it was put down. And then maybe the corporations rule the world now. That's kind of what it sounds like.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
So, how'd I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, that's reassuring. Thank you, lady. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. How nice of her. Okay, so tell me about this pen. Pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind of expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Okay. I've got a lot of side quests. Yeah, I've got a lot of side quests. Lots to do. And I'm gonna do it all. To the best of my ability. Alright. Cafeteria manager. I have questions for you now. Also, what is this? Can I even reach that? No, it's through the door that we can't go through right now. Okay, I see. It's like on the other side of this, probably. Okay. Hello, I'm back.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right?
The lieutenant glances into his
You
little
run
notebook.
this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful. Really, I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
That's fair. I can't blame staff members for not wanting to walk past a dead body every day.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that.
He
Detective,
turns to you.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Well, we know where the body is. We obviously don't know who killed him. But why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Ah, the creepy boss. I see.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says thank you. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. I feel like that was good, though. That was a good question to ask instead of the stupid, obvious ones. Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to.
Oh no, they actually went on a
Bad
date.
idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. You're right, I probably shouldn't have asked. I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Where exactly is the body? Well, we know it's outside in the back.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Oh, through the kitchen then. And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Good to know. I know nothing about the Franco-Nigerian cavalry.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
That is all.
Let's go.
Nice.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
There's no way I'm passing this. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred? Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money. I can play dumb.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
You're under arrest. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
I don't want to go for the, oh, you're under arrest option, so I'm just going to go with, but what exactly is money? I have to be dumb.
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess.
He looks at the lieutenant.
I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Why do I need it?
Survival to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
Fair. This guy's miserable.
If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me.
He stops and
I'm
says,
not
mostly
an
to
arsehole.
himself. Fair enough. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
I think I should be honest. I should pay him back. Here's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents.
Oh.
Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
100 times smaller?
Yes.
Well, that's horrible.
It is.
He stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
The darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Fine. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here?
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
I'm starting to worry everyone around me because I'm clearly a full amnesiac.
Good luck.
The man wants to say something, but then thinks better of it. I do want to pay for the damages, though. I do. I also didn't realize, I should have thought about it, that this would be in cents.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You
I don't
had
know.
to be somewhere.
Near? South, maybe.
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Well, I mean, I could sleep under a bridge. Hobo cop. I'll live in a dumpster, I don't care. Screw everything. Hobo cop. That's funny, but no, I don't want to be a hobo. Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street? The exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Good to know. Thought gained. Lonesome long way home. What do you mean a thought was gained? Huh. What's all this stuff? Hobo cop. Lonesome long way home. Temporary research bonus for +1 encyclopedia. Only stays for 6 hours. Problem. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across a raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the Great Raised Motor Track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Internalize. I don't know what that means. I literally don't... I have no idea what this means. I guess it's only lasting for 6 hours and is giving me bonus encyclopedia as a result. This was not explained to me in any way whatsoever. Thought cabinet. Apparently that's a thing. Okay, sure. Let's... I don't think there's anything else for me here. This door's not functional. Can I go through the kitchen now, or do I have to go outside? I think I have to go outside. Fair. You have any new dialogue?
Hello again, sweetie.
I could just ask for money. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
That sounds like... that makes me feel so bad to manipulate her kind heart. I still need money, though.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just I tied you over.
She fastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I feel bad about that. I don't want to make her...
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, Sam Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races.
Where can I pawn the pin?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
I know what pawning an item is, but I'll ask for the sake of the dialogue. What is to pawn?
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
Honestly, I really want to just give it back to her. I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money. I really, really hope that's a real option.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
About your
I
pin.
hope you're able to pawn that old trinket.
She smiles up at you earnestly. I can't do this to her, man. I really can't. I decided not to pawn it. You should have it back.
Oh, thank you, dear.
I got some
Yes,
experience for
I am
that.
glad to see it again.
I just got it. I got free experience. I just can't do that to an old lady, you know? Like, I thought, oh, if she was willing to part with a little bit of money, then sure. But not for her to actually, like, take a pin off of herself and give it to me. I can't do that to her.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
I'm gonna go now. I just felt so bad about it. Oh, there's a thought. You belong here. Oh, this if I want to sing, right? Can I just make myself sing? Can I? Is that a thing I can do? No. All right. Let me quickly see if the lady upstairs is back, and maybe we can ask her some questions if she is there. Or perhaps my partner in crime. I do realize that this is actually moving, and I think it's possibly in real time, which is a little concerning. Are you in there still?
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going.
Okay, fine. You want to see my room while you're here? You want to judge me harshly for my choices? What's this? Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is your bed? Like, you piled up all the like, you can separate the pillows. It's not like even a full mattress. It's like a couch.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Good to know. And I can't pull this back down.
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it on.
Eyes burn.
Oof.
Photosensitivity. It's not good.
Well, I just hurt myself. Oh no. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm actually going to die because I looked into the light for too long. Oh dear. Making all the bad choices today. Alright, let's get out there and inspect the body. Okay, so now I'm on the outside. There's another person over here. Is there a way for me to see the map? Mirror Encyclopedia, Electrochemistry, Inlaid Empire. Oh, okay, these are just tasks and whatever I've done. Okay. Okay, sure. Let me see what that is. I think the body's back there through the hole. Yeah. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. This is gonna say the same thing as what I saw earlier. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. This is a lot larger than I thought, and I also can't zoom out any further than this, so I don't really know how big the map actually is. I do kind of want to talk to everyone though. How big is this area? Precisely. Quite large, and there's a lot of people. Oh dear. Sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. Okay. So it does end all the way down here. I guess we should just start from down here and then move on, I suppose?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed samurai butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's pull the lever up anyway.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Push it harder!
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
Fine, I'll release it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position.
On Wednesday?
You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Isn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Sure, let's pull the lever again.
Pull the lever all the way. Nothing happened.
Alright, let's go.
A spring brings the... Isn't there a sign...
Barry, can you hear me, buddy? So this... Oh, Barry's over here. This is outrageous! Can I read the sign, please? Water lockout of order until Wednesday at 7:15 a.m. Well, I'll actually walk past that
Good
first.
morning to you, officers.
Good morning.
A burly man, hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first. What are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Fair enough.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused the damage? Point at the smashed billboard in the canal.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
What's with the lever that does nothing? Obviously it's damaged. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami? Point at his food.
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami. Thank you.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. What's with the lever that does nothing?
It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage.
Why is it disabled? That's such a silly question.
Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated.
Good to know, actually.
Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel.
Fair.
It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Do I ever? Not enthusiastically.
Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
He cuts a fresh slice off his salami.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Good to know. Alright, we'll be back. What's this? Trash? Gloves! I'll take them. Can I put them on, or what? Why did I not equip them? Nice. And what does this say? Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Okay, so this is the pawn shop. Well, let's go in, have a chat with him. I don't have to actually drop anything off. Except maybe the cassette. Mostly military wear, with more eccentric fashions thrown in. What's this? Some kind of machine. An antique cash register? In the dark, a film projector is whirling away. Is worrying away. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. Okay, what's this?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Honestly, a display case like this is not bad. I would like one myself.
Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Like my ex-wife?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
I'm gonna dig up the cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this? Show it to the shopkeep.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it. or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
I don't have 50 cents right now. Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Point at the blue figurines. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
I'll step away for now because I don't have enough money, but let's actually talk to the man.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all.
He smiles.
I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others. I kind of want to say it's quite a collection, but I don't really...
It keeps me entertained.
Oh, I'm just being snobby. He responds, unimpressed with your snobbery.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
I'm going to challenge him at 42%.
Feeling warm and
nice.
enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What's that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Let's be subtle. Is it just me or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup.
He
I
responds
was with
carefully.
the Emergency Relief Brigade.
What's the People's Pile?
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
I don't know if bringing up this subject is good for him, because it's going to trigger like PTSD and trauma, but I need to know. I must know. The People's Pile, what is that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
That's unfortunate.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
What is a particle decay generator?
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Fair enough. Why is it called the People's Pile? Because they were doing it for the common folk.
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
He points at the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. Oh, this thing. Okay.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
I don't blame him for that, though.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
That's fair and sad that it was necessary. How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share your drugs with me? I don't want to do drugs. Also, he needs it for medical stuff. Also, he might disapprove. But I might need it for later. Maybe I need to trade with a criminal.
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
I don't have to actually use it, right?
He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
I haven't, but don't worry, I can take it.
If you say so. Here you go, man.
He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd looking.
That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
If I say thanks, man, and take it, am I gonna inject it? Or, like, breathe it in, or whatever I need to do? Inhale it? If I do, I really want to not do that.
Of course.
Okay, I picked it up. I don't have to use it, right? You might be able to aid in our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Fair enough. That's all I've got.
The broker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, here's the empty cassette case. I don't need that. How do I... Oh. I'm gonna keep the pen because the lady gave it to me and it's a sentimental keepsake at this point. For me. I don't want to sell clothes. I'm
not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay, I don't have anything else to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
I have other business to take care of. Let me go back and buy that.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the...
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins. Okay, I'll do that. So now I have a figurine set for a headless fallen rider. The plastic headless fallen rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set with the infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Fair. And I've got a tool which is the Pyrrolodon, but I don't actually intend to use it. I just have drugs on me. Alright, fair enough. I'm actually going to end this episode right here. I think this is far enough for one session. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. I'm enjoying the dialogue, I'm enjoying the reactivity of the world. So next time we're going to go and explore the outside area a little bit further, talk to all the people around here before going to actually inspect the dead body. So I hope that you're looking forward to that. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Disco Elysium. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.